My name is Tom with WeaponsEducation.com, and a lot of people are always asking me about ammunition companies. And we know all the big names. Well, there's a really big name that you may not be familiar with, and that's why I want to do this video for you and bring it to your attention. And Aguila Ammunition is very well known to be among the highest quality ammunition. And you're going to hear it from a man who's a competition shooter and a professional. Creed, tell us, please, about your background.
I've been retired 5.5 years. I spent just short of 24 years in the Army. Background, U.S. Army Special Forces, Army Ranger.
Stop right there. Army, tell us about that. That's interesting. When you were an Army Ranger, what did you do?
Most of it actually was my career in Special Forces or Special Operations.
Wow.
Where we did a lot of very intense things, especially when it comes to training, tactical application, tactical combat training and focus, especially with our special tactics and advanced marksmanship.
I can tell you're built like a rock.
I don't know about that.
So you've shot a lot of rounds in your life, huh?
I've shot probably a few million rounds in my life.
Okay.
I remember the days where we were shooting 3,500, 5,000 rounds a day, 3 or 4 days a day.
So you know ammo pretty well, huh?
I got a little bit of experience.
You got a little experience. How many rounds of Aguila ammo have you shot?
Since I've been with them for the last 2 years, I've actually shot well over 80,000 rounds of Aguila ammunition specifically, and I've had 0 failures.
Say it in the camera. Say that sentence again. How many rounds?
Over 80,000 rounds of Aguila ammunition, and I've had 0 failures.
0 failures. What's your gun of choice?
I've had a couple weapons issues, but I've never had any ammunition.
What's your gun of choice? I'm just curious.
For the pistol, I prefer 40 cal. Obviously, I shoot everything, from 22 all the way through the gamut of 45.
Any manufacturer pistol that you like? Just curious.
I'm an H&K guy.
You're an H&K
pistols.
guy?
Yeah, I've got an H&K USP 40 modified.
Nice.
In fact, it's actually on that picture right here.
That's him up there.
On the drill thing. And then
he's a badass.
It depends. I don't think
He's
so.
humble.
I don't think so. I'm very fortunate, and I'm very fortunate to be part of such a great team. As far as my tack goes, I'm a big 308 fan. So I drive. I do have 5.56, platforms as well, which I drive all the time. But I've also transitioned a lot over to the 308 tactical. I run a Grey Ghost Precision Spectre Heavy, and we're maintaining less than an eighth of a minute of angle up to 500 meters, and we've got it on film.
Spectacular.
So we're finding a lot of success with it. One of the things I really like about Aguila ammunition is the consistency of it and the accuracy of it. It's really top quality ammunition. And that's one of the things I really like about it. There's not a lot of margin. I'm not having flyers. Whenever they're packing it, there's a lot of consistency.
So how do they make the product so well?
Oh, part of that is that everything's done in-house. They have their own plant, which actually, Aguila Ammunition started in 1961, so they've been around for a minute.
They've got it down pat.
Yeah, and they do everything in-house, from building their own primers, their own casing, everything. I've been to the plant, and you see these big sheets of brass, and they roll them out of these machines and stamp them out. They do everything in-house, and they do all their own
Texas, this is the national...
Texas Army Technology, which is out of Conroe, Texas. They are the sole distributor for Aguila ammunition into the United States, Canada, and all U.S. territories. And
you guys got some pretty good hollow points for personal self-defense, also.
Absolutely. You have to go look at the catalog and see what your preference is. Whether it's 357 Magnum, 9mm, 40 cal, 45.
Yeah.
Myself, I shoot them all, but for my own personal defense or my own tactical equipment, I'm running 40 cal for my pistol and my short. And then I'm either running 5.56 or 308 for my carbine, and then obviously all my long guns for the most part of 308 as well.
What state are you from?
I'm currently out of Scottsdale, Arizona. Although I plan on relocating back to Texas by mid-year, somewhere around June.
Listen, what state are you from?
I'm from Scottsdale as well, actually.
Yeah. You've been with the company a couple of years. Mm-hmm. They take care of their employees, right?
Oh, they're great. That's why I stick with Aguila. They're the best.
Good. Well, I wanted to bring this to your attention from a professional competition shooter. The man's been with the company. The main thing is built in-house, accuracy, consistency, no failures, quality.
Oh, absolutely.
Do they sum it up?
They can't keep the ammunition on the shelves, to be honest with you. They're actually working on building a second plant right now to meet demands.
Yeah, a friend of mine owns a really large gun shop, and he can't keep their stuff in stock.
Yeah, it's highly sought after, it burns clean. And I use it all the time when I'm working with law enforcement, whether it's state or federal agencies, Department of Defense, Homeland Security, SWAT teams, you name it, and that's all I'm running. And we've had some really good, results from that, and a lot of good feedback as well. And everybody's out. Every time I'm going somewhere, somebody's asking me, "Hey, can you get me hooked up?"
Well, nothing's free in life, but I tell you what, this is free to the audience for them to view this. And now, what you realize is this ammo is out there, and I want to bring it to your attention from a pro, right from a pro. There you go. My name is Tom from WeaponsEducation.com. Please subscribe to the channel. Throw in your comments if you've ever used this ammo and what you think of it. All right, check it out, and thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
And thank you. Okay, bye-bye.